Hi guys, this is Dean Swain from the Retro Asylum podcast. Congratulations to the One Up Gaming gang. 400 episodes, great number to reach. It's a lot of editing, trust me, I know. I've been podcasting for years, so well done, great number to reach. And here's to the next 400 episodes. Well done, guys.
Yeah, this how we do it, y'all. L-G-E, mine.
Straight out of Diamond Style Production.
What up to you, One Up Gaming? They not really ready for this one. One Up Gaming is behind me. Let me get in beast mode. If you wanna try me, you don't need a cheat code. Conte is who I be. To you is Mr. Hero, legendary adversary. Flows considered lethal. I'm a Super Saiyan. I got Dragon Balls. I wouldn't lie. You might think I'm playing when I'm saying I can really fly. When I'm on the track, you feel the energy I'm pushing out. Put me on the map. One Up Gaming's who I'm talking about. I'm the rapping Master Chief, epic to say the least. Contain the hero, better etch that in your memory. And so the One Up Gaming for the show out. Contain the hero is really gonna show out. Show out. Contain. And so the One Up. And so the One Up.
Dope bitch you ever heard.
Hi, David here, One Up Gaming, episode 405 of the One Up Gaming podcast. So this is going to be a quick episode because today I managed to get to the doctor's. I had a day off work and I've come back from the doctor's and I've been given antibiotics, I've been given steroids, I've been given an inhaler, I've been given all sorts. So hopefully this month-long thing that I've had, cough, cold, shivers, snotty nose, dry throat, runny throat, everything, just everything. Hopefully over the next few days now I can get these tablets taken and things will start to ease. Today has been a lot better for coughing wise, which is weird because I went to bed last night basically throwing up because I was coughing that much. Then I woke up this morning, I've only got a slight cough. Weird. So I've taken all these tablets now. We'll see how they get along with my body, and then we'll sort of carry on. Oh, I don't know why I'm tired. So I will just sort of say that yeah, today we're just gonna go quickly. So games played this week, 10 minutes of nothing, and then the goodbyes. So we'll have a quick break and we'll be back with the games played this week.
Hi, my name's John here. I'm the designer of games like Sensible Soccer, Cannon Fodder, Whizball, Parallax and Sociable Soccer, and I listen to the One Up Gaming podcast.
Hello Andy, this is Colin. I won't be able to get in tonight. I'm sweating like a pig.
And it's David, One Up Gaming, episode 405 of the One Up Gaming podcast. So as always, sponsored by Games Inspired Music. Stream it, buy it, rent it, all that good stuff. Google it. It's on the Play Store, the Apple Store, the Kindle Store, the Amazon Store, wherever you want to go. Just Google Games Inspired Music, and as I say, you can stream it or buy it, and 20% of each sale will go to the Child's Play charity. We also have our first 100 podcasts available at audiobooksontape.com, and just go onto their website, search for One Up Gaming, and if you buy it, we will donate £1 of each sale to the Diabetes UK charity, which is pretty cool. We have 3 books available, which is the unofficial Sega Saturn collection, the unofficial PlayStation Collection, and the unofficial Nintendo 64 Collection. Now these books are all, the 64 one has got 250 somewhat pages, and the other ones have got over 290 pages. All full colour, high gloss, gorgeous little square booklets. They've all got like screenshots of all the games. Each one's got over like 100 games. Screenshots, a bit of facts about each game. We've also got the like controllers and other controller styles and console styles and things, and each one's got their own little bit of text about them, so the colorways and all things like that. Even some weird stuff like the 64, was it the Big Boy 64 or something stupid? I can't remember now, it's been a while since I've done that. But anyway, we're getting to this week's Games Played. This is for episode 405 of the One Up Gaming podcast. It's really warm, so I've got this door open. My cupboard is ajar. So first of all, we played WarTales, and this is all wrote down as one word. It's a action strategy turn-based RPG grid style thing, where it's got an overlay map that you control in full 3D. You can try and outflank people, try and hide behind people, try and do bits and bobs in stealth. And if you physically contact with the enemy on that overmap, it zooms right into a full 3D little map where you can attack or do trade or things like that. And it then goes into like a grid-based system like the XCOM sort of games. So you can move your men or you can attack. And it's a good little game, very serious, very good art style, very nicely done. Hopefully the trailer's looking really spiffing, and I for one enjoyed WarTales. It was a good little game. I'm too simple for this game, but I can see its merits, and I can see how highly detailed the environments were and how like everything you could like change around and manipulate, and it was just a fun little game. I really enjoyed it. So the next game we played this week is NHL 24. So the latest one from the EA Sports conveyor belt. I probably couldn't tell you the difference between NHL 22 to NHL 24. I guess they're all very similar. I do remember one a year or two ago that came with the NHL was it 94? NHL 94, 95? Came with the old like Mega Drive sort of like remake, redo sort of thing, and it was pretty cool. But this is just a straight, simple, proper sim-based game. I had it on an easy mode, and I couldn't work out the buttons because I'm so used to having the control sticks to move. You could have your right stick so your left stick controls your player, the right stick controls where you were passing or shooting, and then you had your face buttons for either pass, lob, shoot, all that kind of stuff. And now there seems to have kept the movement one. The other stick wasn't as important, and then your shooting that was at the top, I think. And my brain was trying to press the buttons instead of the top buttons, and I got absolutely cream crackered in the first match. But it looked amazing. It really did look good. So EA Sports, you're putting a lot of money into your games, so God bless you. NHL 24, fun little game. I just won't be playing it much more. I don't understand NHL. I don't understand hockey. I enjoy it. I enjoy watching it, but it's just I don't get the rules, and it's got fights in this one, which is pretty cool. Zoomed in, player jumped on me and punched me hell in. So the next game, Evil West, and this game, it is a Souls-like sort of game, but you're in the Wild West with a Western theme, with a mix of the zombie apocalypse sort of stuff and monsters. It looked amazing, but again, I'm not a massive fan of the Souls-style games. I enjoy how they look and feel, I just don't enjoy the gameplay. I guess it's the same reason I don't like the modern sort of like Castlevania sort of, Symphony of the Night sort of games, or the Metroid sort of games. I don't enjoy doing the same thing over and over and over again, unless it is a arcade style racer or something to that effect, where it is that 3 tracks over and again. But either West looked amazing. It played really well. It was fast, fluid, smooth, looked great. So yeah, I can see it being really good. It just wasn't my sort of game. So then we had Kona 2 Brume. Is it Brume? Which, I remember the old Kona, because I think I had it for the PlayStation VR. I think it was that game. It was a little bit sketchy, a little bit dodgy, very foggy, first person sort of walking simulatory puzzle sort of game. And I didn't realise that this was the sequel to that, or a game within the same franchise. Starts off where you're in a boat and it looks really nice, but you have very limited movement, and everything is all closed in, so it knows what you're doing and where you're going. And sorry, my nose, it's like starting to dribble down the back of your throat. Do you know when you want to go, but I'm not going to do it on camera. I'm sorry. I have a wee bit of style or class. I don't really, but I have to pretend. So, Kona 2 Brume starts off in a boat at night with the moonlight guiding you, other ships, little boats, little fires in the background, and you have to get to the island, then you have to do other bits and bobs. I really enjoyed what I played. It looked a little bit, do you know those games that look amazing when you don't really look at them, but when you look a bit closer you see the seams, you see the little bits that don't quite join together, and that's what this game was like. But it played well, looked really nice, and I was really enjoying the story. You can have like the guy doing the commentating. I think there was like 3 different levels, like full, highlights, or just minimal. I had it on full, and it was literally just talking all the way through the sort of intro of the game. I really enjoyed it. I really did like it. I found it really fun. So if you like those sort of games, like the walking simulators with really deep stories, give it a go. It's a fun game. Kona 2 Brume. So the next game was No More Heroes 3. And this one is a fun game. I really enjoyed it. At first I kind of was like freaked out because you couldn't control the camera with the other stick. And I was like, oh, was this converted over from like the Wii or the Wii U or something stupid? And it didn't have like the full camera controls. But then once you get out into the open world or into the actual the fighting combat zone, you do have control of the camera. It does look a little bit janky, because I think it was a generation ago when the game was made, and it's been converted over to all the newer machines. So it just looks a little bit ropey with high-res visuals, sort of like gloss over the top of it. I like the story. Yeah, so the first like 5-10 minutes of it, it's like you're playing like an old 2D side-scrolling beat 'em up, and then it cuts to the other main story, and then you get to see like a little blob that you're a friend with as a kid, and then you build a space shuttle, and he goes up into space, and he says, after 20 years I will return. So yeah, yay, my friend will come back after 20 years, and he does. And the little alien dude's grown up, and now he wants to take over the world. So yeah, fun times, craziness, but fun times. I really enjoyed it. It's very basic combat though. You know, it's only got the light and heavy attacks, like 3-hit combos, those sort of things. I got stuck because there was a guy with a shield, and I mustn't have been reading all the text of all the help, because I just couldn't get past it. So after like 25 minutes or so, I just turned it off. I was bored, and I just couldn't be bothered to try and reload the checkpoint to read the next bit of text that I missed. But all in all, I think it's one of those games where the story, if you can get into it, the story will drag it through a lot of the game, because it was amazingly batshit crazy. So that was fun. I had a quick go at Final Fantasy VIII Remastered. Yeah, I think the tablets is starting to wear off. Might need to take some more soon. Yeah, 8 steroids a day, 8 little tablets a day. I don't even know why I need them, but I guess the doctors know best. But we'll see what happens. Final Fantasy VIII Remastered. So this is just the Final Fantasy VIII from the PS1 with like a high resolution on the assets and stuff, and it looks nice. You can tell it's one of those like you know when you had the PC from years ago, it was technically the same game as the PlayStation, but everything was just running at like 1080p instead of like 300p, whatever the hell the PlayStation resolution is. But yeah, Final Fantasy VIII, it was the first one to go back to more of the fantasy sort of styling with realistic looking characters after the Final Fantasy VII with the little chibi characters on screen. But I'll say it then and I'll say it now. Final Fantasy VIII and 9 on the PS1, masterpiece level games. Masterpiece. Final Fantasy VII was fun, but 8 and 9 blows it out of the water. Absolutely blows it out of the water. And playing through this, I'd forgotten how long it takes just to get into the game. I think it was about 20 minutes, half an hour before I even went into a first fight with people. But maybe that's why I liked it so much back then when I was a kid. I say a kid, I'd been about 15, 20, that sort of age. But Final Fantasy VIII, it's just got more going for it. I just really enjoyed it. Deep story, really interesting, getting you into the characters and the situation. So the last game that we played this week was McPixel 3, and this is a bloody crazy game, batshit crazy. Imagine the WarioWare sort of games for was it the Game Boy Advance? Was it Game Boy? It might have been the DS. Was it Advance then DS? I can't remember. But it's like those sort of games where it's got like a little tiny bit of game, and you have to do 2 or 3 things within 10-15 seconds, and then it says success and it carries on to the next little tiny section, or it plays through a horrible death of something that happens. It's a good game. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was funny, stupid, but sometimes it's just, you just don't know what you're doing. You're pressing buttons randomly and hoping for the best. But it's one of these games where if you get it wrong, it goes through the levels and then it loops back to the ones that you've got wrong to try and to see if you can get them going through the whole thing. But yeah, that's the games we've been playing this week, so I'd recommend McPixel 3. Fun game. I will say the best game I played this week, for the time, I'd say NHL 24, but overall probably Final Fantasy VIII Remastered. Probably remastered, isn't it? Because it's just like a high resolution buff to the old game. But yeah, so that is the games we've been playing this week for What Up Gaming, episode 405. And yeah, please subscribe to us, like us, bell us, all that good stuff. And yeah, just comment, leave comments. I'd like to try and talk more comments to people. I get bored and lonely. I need friends. So anyway, we'll go for a quick break and we're back with the 10 minutes of nothing. So back after these few.
Hi, I'm Lucy James and I listen to the One Up Gaming podcast.
Up next on the One Up Gaming podcast is 10 minutes of nothing. Will it be the team talking about nothing or a guest interview? Stick around and find out now. It's 10 minutes of nothing. Yeah, 10 minutes of nothing.
Still David, still One Up Gaming, still episode 405 of this week's podcast. So for this 10 minutes of nothing, I am going to do something strange, and that is I'm going to talk about the European Championships, and mainly England, because I am English. I might talk a little bit about Scotland as well while I'm in this sort of situation, because with my surname, my family members, like my granddad and that, were proper Scottish. So I do have affinity to Scotland as well. So if anyone doesn't know, 10 minutes of nothing is me talking about random stuff for 10 minutes, and the emphasis of the show is to let me talk rubbish and drivel, and it'll stop me in 10 minutes so I don't go on for too long, because sometimes this segment used to go on for like 2.5 hours and I can't be bothered with it anymore. I'm too old just to sit and talk about crap. So this week, as I say, the Euro Championships, so we'll start the timer now, and England. So I will just go through the players first. So these are the players that have been called into the 26-man squad. So everyone knows Jordan Pickford, Aaron Ramsdale and Dean Henderson. Now, Dean Henderson, Aaron Ramsdale, good players. Jordan Pickford, I don't know if it's just because I'm a Newcastle fan and he's a Sunderland boy, and he always used to be an arse when he played against Newcastle. I've just never really rated him too much. Don't get me wrong, he's a good goalkeeper, but I don't know if it's just because he played for Sunderland and then he now plays for Everton, and I hate Everton as well. But yeah, Jordan Pickford, safe hands, mind the pun. So the defenders, Kyle Walker, Luke Shaw, John Stones, Mark Gay, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Kieran Trippier, Ezra Konza, Lewis Dunk, Joe Gomez. Now, Joe Gomez plays the majority of his games for Liverpool at left back, but he can play centre back and right back, so he's a good player to have in the squad. He can cover all sorts. Lewis Dunk, who's a bloody good player. Is he for Brighton still? Can't remember. But yeah, he's a really good player, and he's 32, so he's one of the oldest people in the squad. So he'd be a really good person to turn to as a leader of the team. He might not get many minutes on the pitch, but I think he's a good little player. Ezra Konza. Oh, I'm trying to swallow again, it's really hard. He's played most of his games for Aston Villa as like either right back or right centre back. So he's played really well for Villa this season. Kieran Trippier, he's like 33, so I think he might be the oldest player in the squad. But yeah, he's a really good player. I really enjoy him. I think for the last 6 months, I don't know if he just wanted to be out of Newcastle or there was injury issues or things. He just wasn't the same sort of player. He just kept giving the ball away. Wasn't great. So I'm amazed he's in the England squad, to be honest. But he's playing as left back. Next up we have Trent Alexander-Arnold, which is weird because he went for like 2-3 years where Gareth Southgate just wouldn't pick him at all, and now he's coming to the starting 11 as a midfielder, which is weird. Don't get me wrong, he's a bloody good player, but he's a right back who can't really defend, so he likes to get forward. He might be better as a wing, just playing on the right wing, like David Beckham style sort of role. But I think in midfield, he kind of gets lost, because when you're playing either left back or right back, you've got the pitch line at the right of you. Say you're playing right back, no one can come from the side of you or from behind you, because that's the confines of the pitch. So you only have to have like a peripheral vision from your left side up to front. Whereas when you're in centre midfield, you have to be able to keep an eye around full 360 degree of keeping your surroundings around you. So I think he just kind of gets lost. And then when you look at the heat maps of when he's been playing for England the last few games, it basically is as if he's playing like a right back sort of position, because it is just everything's gravitating towards the right of the pitch. So I don't know if that's working or not. Mark Gay, Crystal Palace defender. Didn't he used to play for Chelsea and Palace got him for cheap? But he's a really good player. He's played really well for England. I think he's just doing the common thing, which is basically get the ball, short pass, get the ball, short pass. Just makes it look easy. And in these international games, that's what you want. You don't want to over exert yourself to make yourself show weaknesses. John Stones, I didn't realise he was 30 years old now. But I might edit the cough out there, sorry. But yeah, John Stones is a good player, but he isn't a great defender. He's never been Man City's best defender, whereas for England, he's our main defender. For Man City, he does the same as Trent Alexander-Arnold, where he plays in midfield defence, but he gets forward to leave 3 at the back, to then make 2 in midfield, and then drops back again. So that plays on his strengths, because he's good on the ball, good at passing, all that good stuff. Kyle Walker, 34, he's the oldest player at the team, in the squad. Amazing right back, really, really good player. I do think this last season he's been found out a couple of times, and it might just be the fact that he's getting 34 now, maybe 35 sometime soon. And in this day and age where all these brand new players coming through, they're all like 19, 20, 21, and I guess you just don't have as much stamina and your legs give in after a while. But he's still a really good player, playing at right back for England. We also have Luke Shaw, the only real left back in the team, and the only real player that hasn't trained with the squad. Crazy pick. Midfielders, Declan Rice, amazing. Jude Bellingham, amazing. Conor Gallagher, good, industrious, run around, kick people player. Cole Palmer, I'd put him more on the right attacking striker sort of role, but he's a good player. Adam Wharton, I think he should be playing. I really do. I think he's mint. Kobe Mainoo, who's another really good player, but I just think Adam Wharton, as that deep line, defensive, left-footed player, would be really good and allow Declan Rice to get forward a little bit. I never mentioned Phil Foden, because I just think with the way England play, it's very similar to how Newcastle play. So if you have a striker up front in the middle, you need 2 blisteringly fast left and right attacking sided strikers. And I just think Phil Foden is either a 10 or he's just not what England need. He might technically be England's best player, but I think to get Phil Foden into the team, he has to be at 10. And then you play Jude Bellingham and Declan Rice as the 6 and 8 in the team. Phil Foden on the left isn't great because he's not going to give you width. And then doubly bad is the fact that Kieran Trippier is playing at left back, who isn't a left back, so he's not going to get forward and give you the service that they need. So anyway, strikers, Bakary Saka. Is it Bakayo? Oh God. When did all these English people get really hard names? Where's John Stone and Frank Mills and all those? I don't know. Anyway, Saka, he's only 22, he's still bloody good. Amazing left-footed, right-sided striker. So he cuts in a lot. So he doesn't do many crosses, but he cuts in and passes. Harry Kane, 30 years old. He looks injured. He looks tired. He doesn't look well. Ivan Toney, I'd probably be playing him up front on his own because he's big, strong, hold up the ball. Anthony Gordon, yes, I know I'm a Newcastle fan. I would have him playing up front on the left side. Same as Saka, fast as you can have, and will easily get forward and get passes into the box and help Harry Kane. Ollie Watkins, I think he's a good player, but whenever I've seen him for England, he just doesn't do very well. Jared Bowen, I've really liked Jared Bowen, but again, I don't think he's international quality, but he will work for the team and get forward and get back and do his job. Eberici Eze, he was 25, I thought he was much younger than that. But again, for Crystal Palace, I think it was like a left attacking midfield, left attacking striker, sort of behind, number 10, that sort of thing. When he did come on the other day, I thought he was absolutely diabolical. I really did. We've played 2 games. We had a really good half hour, and then we've had 2 shit games. I hope England are just playing badly to conserve energy and just do the bare minimum needed to get through. And then as soon as they get into the knockout stages, they're fresh and ready to go, and we go bang. I'm not sure. I can't quite work it out how they're going, how they're doing. But yeah, and then with the last bit of this, Scotland, you were crap. Go home. And that is 10 minutes of nothing. So thank you all for watching. Thank you all for keeping in with us. Subscribe, bell the icon, comment on us. Let us know, what do you think? Do you think England could go all the way? Do you think England are just massively underachieving? Yeah, just let us know. Leave comments. So we're back in a couple of seconds with the goodbyes.
Hello, this is Peter Poppleton from the internet. I would just like to congratulate you really on reaching this, the 400th episode of the podcast. What the fucking hell is a podcast? If anybody tries to cast my pods like in Plaster of Paris or something like that, I will smack them right in the tit. It's what? It's like a radio. Right, I get it now. I see. It's like a radio show. 400 episodes on chuffing gaming. Chuffing hell. Look, I don't know how you've got there. Quite what you can say about chuffing Space Invaders, Pac-Man and Horace Goes Skiing, I will never know. But either way, it sounds like quite an achievement. So well done. And here's to the next 4. Let's not get, ahead of ourselves. I'm not going to say the next 400 because let's face it, gaming is, well, I don't know what I'm talking about, do I? I'm very old. Happy 400th episode.
Hi, David here, One Up Gaming. Thank you all for sticking around. Thank you all for watching. Thank you to the people who recorded some messages for us for our 400th episode a few weeks ago. You're amazing guys. Thank you all for the people who came on the show. If you want Eddie back on, email me. I'll get in touch with Eddie. We'll have him on for a show, have a chat, see how things are going. So that's been episode 405 of the One Up Gaming podcast. Please go to our website, which is oneupgaming.co.uk. As I said, subscribe, like, share, leave comments. I'll reply to all the comments. Unless it's just like, you suck, then I'll just go, no I don't. And like, yes you do. I don't know. I think these tablets are really freaking me out. Really messing me head up at the minute. But yeah, episode 405. Thank you all for watching. Our book's available on Amazon. Just search the unofficial PlayStation Collection, the unofficial Sega Saturn Collection, and the last one is the unofficial Nintendo 64 Collection. All available. Please buy. Means the world to us. Yeah. So episode 405. Thank you all. Goodbye.
Better feel me. I'm a beast. Rawr. LG. Put in my heart in this, 'cause we're the ones who started this. Oh, we don't want no part in this. So it's taking over. Have to say it, gonna show you either way. You gonna really know of lyrical genius. When I say it, bet I mean it. In a way, my flow than it is meaning. Not gonna back down. All will bow down. Recognize the cues now. Hi, I am Conte. Listen to what I say. About to show you the way that LG became evolution and change. Revolution remains for LGE. The game has been missing a brain, and I'm claiming that name for LGE. Now you don't really want it, please believe I'm always on it, and I'll fight you to the death of LGE. Think you can play with me? No, you don't have to wait and see. I'll come to you and you will see about LGE. 'Cause I spit the coldest fire, oxymoron for deniers. Such a beast to all you liars. LGE. why don't you follow me? Cause take the hero, obviously, and you will see that you should be about LGE. Oh no, it's fading out. See, my time is running out, and now you all know you should be about LGE. Put in my heart in this, cause we're the ones who started this, so we don't want no part in this. So it's taking over, had to say it, gonna show you either way, you gonna really know of it. Lyrical genius, when I say it, bet I mean it. In a way, my flow give me its meaning. Not gonna back down, I will bow down. Not the king now.
I am more than just a lyrical crown, cause when you hear me, it's more than just sound. The words I spit be more than just nonsense. The more you hear me, the more that I'm common. You can hate on me, but hatred is a must. Time to show the world what they try to keep tough. This is LGE, that's what they gon' have to scream. You can say you had a throne, but I don't see no kings. You could call it me taking my shot, but I see it as the real recognize for what it's not. My eyes open and I can see for what it is. I choose to make mine and change how I live. By doing what I do, ain't worried about the damn biz. You can have a life, cause I got mine. Listen to the fact, LGE is on the rise. Yeah, as soon as y'all the mind.
Put in my heart in this, cause we're the ones who started this, so you don't want no part in this. So it's taking over, had to say it, gonna show you either way, you gonna really know of it. Lyrical genius, when I say it, bet I mean it. In a way, my flow give it its meaning. Not gonna back down, I will bow down. Not the king now. I believe me, I wish it rewinded. See me, trick me into thinking that you haven't just begun to see me. Already know, not ready for not an issue. If you mad, then you should let it go. We are set to blow. Too many said that you know. Don't think they will miss you. No, they hear who they've been waiting for. LGE. I hope you know it now. Heard it from a poet. How lyrical genius we are. LGE. Won't ever back down. Don't know how to act now. Glad to only be about LGE. You can't agree about how we spit the heaters out. Only getting leaders out of LGE. Too bad it's over for you. This is what we told you we do. Now you would know that it was LGE. Put in my heart. We put our heart in this. Started this, so you don't want no part in no LGE. We taking over. Had to say it. Gonna show you the way you gonna really know of LGE. Cause lyrical genius, when I say it, you know it mean it. In a way, my flow give it its meaning. LGE. Not gonna back down, I will bow down. Not the kings now. LGE. Put in my heart. Yeah. No. LGE. It's taking over. We're taking over. Gonna show you either way, you gonna really know of LGE. Lyrical genius, when I say it, bet I mean it. In a way, you know give it its meaning. LGE. Not gonna back down. Breaking out the kings now, LGE. Yeah, that's how we do it, yeah, LGE. Contact, better feel me, LGE.